Greetings and welcome back to Monster Legends. Alright, it's Wednesday and Friday, of course, is the big day. The beginning of a new era. I'd like to put that discussion off for just a little bit though, and let's go over the other things that are going on. Because believe it or not, there are some other things going on. For instance, the end of the Liberation Maze. Yes, I have been liberated from this maze. As soon as I got the limited path, I just didn't care anymore. I actually just started moving this guy just because I did see there was some gems. There might be some more gems. So I'll move him. I completely forgot about the 30% discount. I did that the last time too. Yeah, once I have Vastus, and by the way, he's an egg sitting in the lab at the moment. I just didn't care. There really isn't any reason to care because I'm not going to get enough maze coins to get down to get more cells of him. I got him, and then I got his 60 cells. At that point, I didn't really care anymore. So this is going to be going on for a little bit over a day and a half. And, yeah, at that point, we're moving on then. We do have something coming after that on Friday, but then again, we do have some other things. First off, we have a 72-hour challenge. We got some new individuals in here. I've actually been more or less going up the middle here. I have to work on this a little bit more, but we do have time for it. It's a lot easier to get the one up the middle than it is the one on the right. If I had to choose, I probably would have gone for the Judgment because he's ranked up, but I know what's going to happen. I'm going to get all the way down to the last one. It's going to be the last one, and I'm not going to be able to get it. If I go for the one in the middle, who is also somebody that I do not have, I'm going to be able to get that one. So that's what I'm going for. I'm also going for the gems as well. All right, so we're actually going to mention this too a little bit later because I have some concerns. All right, let's see. What else do we have? Oh, we have some sales on water cells. This is, of course, because of what is happening tomorrow and the weekend. So this is a little sale they do. You're probably going to see this going on for a couple of days. If there's a water creature who you need just a little bit to rank up or even to craft, well, there you go. All ready for you. So, right? Oh, there is a breeding going on now too, right? All right, so this is a breed. This is actually not bad. It's just that I don't think you probably wanted to get into this right now. If you take Agursus or Iticus and Cryotin, oh, wait a minute, aren't they like brothers? Yeah, that's not cool, guys. Really, that's not cool. Or Galante Jr., you can get Dragar. So Dragar is actually very good. And of course, you can get some Moon Haste sales. If you're successful, you'll get 10. If you're not, you'll get 5. One way or another, you'll get maze coins. Like I care about maze coins right now. But like I said, this really isn't the best time for doing breeding event stuff. For more than one reason. All right, the first reason we're going to talk about is what is tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be another El Colossal breeding event. This one is going to be for water. Yes, I misspoke in the last video. The reason for that is because the War Master this month is the nature one. Sometimes they're in sync, sometimes they're not. This is one of those times they're not in sync. So it is for water, the element of water. So the way it works is that there will be distinct combinations tomorrow. This water creature with this water creature will get you this one. Or maybe it'll get you nothing. It really depends on the combinations, right? They're going to have set combinations to them. And they could be unfortunate. This is probably one that I am not going to participate much in at all. And I would strongly consider being cautious with this. Normally, I am very cautious with this because of what is going to start on Friday. We're going to have another marathon on Friday. So you don't want to lock yourself out of helping your team in very simple ways. I mean, if your hatchery is completely locked up with legendaries and your team requires you to hatch one common, yeah, I mean, that doesn't go over very well with me as a team lead too. Yeah, you know what I mean? So keep that in mind. And just remember too, whatever you get tomorrow is no longer an epic. It's a rare. Just keep that in mind. So you want to be able to get the strongest creatures. That has the priority. That's the reason, like this one tomorrow, I actually can't think of anything that I really want in water. I mean, if the combination of Kihaku shows up, yeah, I wouldn't mind being able to upgrade him. I mean, he's part of my team right now. So, yeah, I mean, that would be something. But generally speaking, it just doesn't it's not as important as it was. All right, so let's just get to some of the bigger items. All right, so there is going to be a race, a marathon on Friday, and this is the Hammer and Anvil Marathon. So the thing is, we don't know anything about the individual at the center of that. And I do believe that there is a reason for that. Mostly because we haven't been introduced to the mechanics for this individual yet. And that is kind of what I'm going to get into right now. Let's talk about the Cosmic Era, which also begins on Friday. There's going to be a lot of changes. My first and foremost concern is what kind of an impact this is all going to have on the physical game itself. But hopefully they've tested that thoroughly and there's not going to be any problems with that. What this means is there's going to be a new tier of mythic creature, the Cosmic Mythic. So this is not going to be like a jump from legendary to mythic to something else. This is going to be, I'm thinking the best way to look at this would be if you start from legendary, I don't see this as an elite. I see this as going to Forsaken. And there's a reason for that. Because there's going to be a new way of ranking them up. You're not going to be using Ember for these Cosmic Mythics. You're going to be using Stardust. And you're going to be getting Stardust by mostly grinding through what's called the Infinite Gauntlet. It's kind of like an endless survival dungeon. That's the impression that I get from it. So that's going to be how you do that. What form are they going to take? What kind of power are they going to take? We don't know yet. Because we can't see any of them. That's the reason I think we haven't seen the race creature yet, is because I do believe he's going to be a Cosmic Mythic. So they don't want to like drop it before they've actually done the whole Cosmic Era, which I think is kind of a mistake. I think they should give us the details, not just a rough sketch of things before they actually do it. Dropping everything on one day is going to be very confusing, you know? So I think they should have been a little bit more clear and up forward with it, but that's just me, right? So what are Cosmic Mythics? Well, my assumption on the matter is that first off, are obviously going to have better stats than the regular mythics, right? I think that's a given. I think that they're also going to go to better skills. And I also think that they're going to add skills that you will get as they rank up. Very much like the Forsaken. This is just me making my assumptions based on this. See, the one thing about the mythics we've seen so far is their skills really haven't been as good as their legendary counterparts. I think that's going to change. And I think you're going to see changes in the traits too. I think you're going to start seeing individuals who say dodge group attacks, maybe immune to control, things we haven't seen yet. The only one we have with like Megataunt in the trait, you actually have to rank them up to rank 3. I think that might change. You might start seeing some rank 1s. They wouldn't do it with a rank 0. Maybe some rank 1s, that kind of thing. So I think that that's the kind of thing you're going to see. You're going to see better skills, right? Especially when you rank them up. Another thing they're adding, and this is, I'm not really sure why they're doing this, to have this thing called Cap Breakout. What this means is that you're going to be able to level your Cosmic Mythic. This only applies to Cosmic Mythics, even if you don't rank them up. Which means, let's look at the Mythics as they are right now. If you get one to rank 1, then he's going to be 110. In order to get him to 111, you would have to rank him to rank 2, which means his max is now 120. But when you rank him up, you might get other things too. You might get an improved trait. You might, in this case, you might get skills now. But in this case, with the Cap Breakout, you'll be able to get to 111 even though you haven't gotten him to rank 2. So you'll be able to get him over his normal rank up, but you won't get any of the benefits of going to the next rank. I'm not really sure why they're doing that. I guess we'll have a better idea on that starting on Friday. And in the future, of course. So I mentioned the Infinite Gauntlet. The Infinite Gauntlet is going to be, you have to have at least one Cosmic Mythic. It's going to be your way of getting Stardust. You grind through there until, I guess, all of your guys are dead, or your single guy is dead. Because the damage to your health and your stamina is going to be persistent, even though I think there's going to be nodes in there that if you reach them, you get at least a bit of healing. So it's not like a complete survival dungeon. There's going to be apparently a weekly survival dungeon also in this, because they're adding a whole bunch of things going on with this. All right, so let's move down a little bit more. I'm just hitting these things generally. I'm not putting anything up on the screen or anything. We're having a little chat here. Multiplayer. This is probably the one that concerns me the most. Not because of the changes of multiplayer, but because multiplayer affects a lot of things in the game. So they're going to be changing the way things are. They're not going to be doing seasons anymore. They're going to be doing tournaments. And the tournaments, you would fall into little leagues like the Bronze League and the Silver League and the Gold League. You will be getting the possibility of getting chests. Chests that have to be opened up over time or with gems. You will have 3 chest slots. Once your chest slots are filled, during your fights, you will not get chests. The chests will have, I believe, 5 tiers. I think it's 5 tiers. And obviously the rewards in the chests are going to be better. So if you have somebody who has like 3 tier 1 chests and they want to do more PvP, I mean, they might have a chance of getting a tier 5 chest. Even the Bronze League has a chance. It's not a great one, but they have a chance. A little bit of motivation maybe to use a little bit of gems there or something there, you know, to get rid of those low-level chests. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And what I mean by touching everything in the game, well, what are PvP fights used for? Well, you have your dailies. You have to do PvP fights for that. For the Legends Pass, you have to do them for that, right? If you want to do 72-hour challenges, that's how you get your challenge points. You have to do a lot of PvP fights for that one, right? And then, of course, the marathon. You know, you have those nodes where the entire team must do like 18 or one person must do 10. You know, it's going to be a little bit tempting to spend some gems if you have to do a bunch of those and all of your chests are locked up. You know, your chest slots are locked up. At least that's the way I'm seeing this. I hope I'm mistaken. It's just that I'm not really liking the way this sounds. But then that's just me. All right, so they're also going to be adding 2 new islands to the adventure map. And I'm a little bit disappointed with this. You know, considering how long that they have been sitting on not doing anything with the adventure map, I was kind of counting on them doing something a little bit more open-ended. You know, basically kind of like take like the first 15 islands or the best 15 islands and just make it so they rotate at a higher level of difficulty, so basically it can just be usable for a long period of time, you know? And if you ever wanted to add a higher difficulty, you could do that. I'm just adding 2 islands. They're going to be done in a day. You know, I mean, it takes a lot of work, graphics work, to actually draw these islands and put them in. But like I said, they're going to be done in a day, probably less than a day, since stamina-wise, we now have a max of 10. You know, so I mean, it's not going to be long before they're gone. No matter how tough they are, they're going to be done really soon, because how many people have like 130, 140th level mythics? They're just going to get wiped. Think of it this way. Do you have any trouble in the mythic dungeon right now? I mean, the Ember dungeon. I don't. I do the third one, the one I can highest get to. I have it done less than 5 minutes. Because once you have like damage dealing mythics who are just ranked up once, it's trivial. Just walk right through it. So the thing is, I mean, I'm guessing you're going to see mythics, maybe even at the end of the second one, a cosmic mythic or something like that. But I mean, they're going to blow through them. It just seems to be that after all this period of time, it might have been a better idea to think of something open-ended. Just me. In terms of the library, there's going to be a cosmic mythic book. But there's also going to be a temporary, limited time, I think they said 35 days or something like that, Cosmic Era book. So basically, you know, the way those work, the limited time ones, I'm guessing it's going to be filled with individuals that we can get over the next, you know, month or so. So that's going to probably include Legends Pass individuals, which, by the way, are probably going to be Cosmic Mythic. At least the pay one is going to be. That's kind of the way I'm seeing it. And I think kind of the last thing here, I may have skipped over a couple of things, is apparently they're going to be doing something with the Forsaken. there's going to be, very much like they have for the Nemesis and the Elite, they're going to have a special little thing. And this could be used as a cell for ranking up your Forsaken. So you're going to be able to do that. The only place that they said that it's going to be is the Legends Pass. So, I mean, at the moment, if you go on the free side, you know, there's 5 of each. You know, the Nemesis and the Elite, there's 5 of each. So I'm guessing it's going to be 5. So I could be wrong about that. I hope I am, because, you know, at minimum, I would like 9, which means I would have to wait 2 months for it. I don't know if they're going to pop up other places in the game, but you can bet that they will be very prominent on the pay side of the Legends Pass. And I think that that's basically all of the bases. I didn't put like little panels up or pictures or anything like that because, you know, we just don't know enough about this. And I have a lot of concerns too. So we're just going to have to see the way this is going. You know, when they did the Elites for Legendaries, they would scatter one in every once in a while. When they went to Forsaken, basically they were putting up more Forsaken than they were Legendaries at that point. I mean, there was only like a few, and then they'd be like 4 or 5 Forsaken at the same time. So I'm seeing this, maybe are they just pushing the Mythics aside now and doing these guys? Maybe because the Ember was a little bit too easy to get. I don't know. Maybe they thought that the Mythic population was too saturated. I guess we're just going to have to see how this is going to be. Now, as I mentioned, I think that there's going to be a Cosmic Mythic in the Marathon. They also, in the schedule's a little weird. It says that starting Friday, there's going to be a Vanoss breeding, in addition to a race breeding, by the way. And then there's going to be a Vanoss path. That could be like a code name for a variation of Vanoss who is a Cosmic Mythic. I don't think you could use the same name. They'll probably come up with something, maybe Cosmic Vanoss or something like that. It's a little weird, but I mean, the thing is, if you're going to be able to get this Cosmic Mythic from breeding, and I don't know about that, but they are using his name, and it does sound that way because the idea of doing a path for actual Vanoss, and we're talking about a 3-day path here, you know, that really wouldn't make a lot of sense, you know, for the Vanoss who exist right now. So I'm assuming it's a Cosmic Mythic. Is it really a great idea to clog up your breeding locations and your hatchery with water legendaries, who basically are now the rares? They're not elites anymore. They're now the rares of the game. So let's think of it this way. Let's say that you have everything stuffed because you did a lot of breeding and you spent a lot of gems on Thursday and you're just all locked up. You didn't even care about the race. But all of a sudden you see that you can get this Cosmic Mythic if you do a breeding combination. What are you going to do then? I guess you're going to spend a lot of gems. There is nothing that I can get tomorrow that would be worth blocking that off. That's just me. This is the first El Colossal, I should say, that I probably won't participate. As I said, if I see, like, I might want to get one Kihaku if I see the combination, but I think that's probably about it. I might very well still do a video tomorrow for those people who don't see the combinations or don't know where to look for them, and I'll try to get that out a little earlier than usual. But I don't know. See, the thing is, we don't know about what's going on with this. We don't know what's going to be happening on Friday because they're just kind of giving us an overview instead of telling us what's going on. And I think that probably would have been a better idea. Communication is just such a better idea. Anyway, I'm sorry for this very long rant, but I think most of it is just that we know there's going to be changes coming, and we just don't know what the full impact is. Now, the one good thing about it is that these Cosmic Mythics are going to be in mythic habitats, so you don't have to worry about a new habitat. However, space is definitely still an issue, and yeah, I don't see anything in this piece of paper here that actually addresses that. I mean, even if it just stepped us into another dimension to give us an island there where we could do something, you know, I don't know, something. I don't see any solution for that. Except, of course, for the vault. And that's not really a solution, that's a workaround. Anyway, I think that's enough for the Cosmic Era. we're probably going to be talking. I might do an episode on Friday just to discuss what we end up finding out about, because otherwise I see Saturday's episode as being gigantic because we're going to have a new creature to talk about among other things that might pop up. So I might just do something on Friday for just the cosmic era. It really depends. I was kind of planning on doing that for Monday, this last Monday, but then when I saw the information, I'm like, yeah, we really don't have enough true details here to make any kind of true judgment. So I guess we're going to find out on Friday. Anyway, we do not have war today, obviously. Actually, that little shield showed up about an hour ago because we're in a Legendary League, 8-hour cooldown. Ugh. We got destroyed in the last one, so I'm hoping if we get destroyed in this one, we'll be out. So what we do have, though, is PvP. And of course, this was a special PvP because I asked you for your teams for the new individual, Lonrad. All right, so why don't we just go in there now? I'm hoping that we can get teams that would be challenging. I'm going to be picking teams that are harder than the teams that we have because I want to give Lonrad a chance for resurrection. See, the problem is that we had the the season reset there on Monday, and I couldn't win anything for a while because all I saw was 140s, right? But now that they were settling in, I was getting attacked and such like that. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to find creatures that fall into the category that will make things interesting. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start by putting our new friend in here. He is, he's light though, right? I do believe he's light, isn't he? I should probably have, there he is. The only name, I got one name suggestion, and it's Megamind. I'm probably going to go with that unless somebody wants to suggest something more colorful. I kind of like colorful names, but I mean, I don't really have any ideas regarding him except maybe Skinny or something like that. But I mean, I'll probably go with Megamind unless something fabulous shows up. So I'm just going to leave him in that slot because all of the teams that I'm going to pick today are going to have him because that's what I said what was going to happen in the last episode. And I did get a lot of teams. And you know what? I got a lot of repeats too. As a matter of fact, the last combination, I will be reading 3 names. All right, so let's begin. For the first 2, I tried to lean on legendaries because I kind of want them to die. I don't really want them to die. I just want them to be challenged. Anyway, let's begin. Our first team today was suggested by Becker Nicholas. And Becker wanted to see, well, Lonrad, right? And then we're going over to water. And I think, is he up to 105 now? I think, yeah, there he is. Lurch. Just 2 more ranks up and he can become a Megaton tank. Yes, I know he can do it, but he doesn't do it out of his trait, so I don't call him that. And this is where it gets interesting here. You said Martian, so I'm assuming you meant Martin because you did say it was an alien theme. So where is Martin? Did I? Okay, there he is, right there. Okay, so that's Exoskeel. All right, so let's see if we can find something challenging. I think I wouldn't call what's on the right challenging. I would call that depth. That's what I would call that. Let's see. I'm wondering about this team on the left. I don't have any denial. I have a individual who's going to intercept single targets, right? And I'm thinking Lonrad is going to be the fastest one because, so he's just going to hide in the background. See, that's what I want to do. I want to see this happen here. So I'm going to pick this one. I think this team is stronger than us. This team is definitely stronger than us. All right, so for a second here. Uh-oh. Okay, you... Yeah, okay, so he is definitely the fastest, so he's going to hide in the background, which is what I want him to do. Okay, so what I'm going to do for him is sun protection. This is going to be dodge area, evasion, positive effects protection. All right, so the evasion is only going to last for 1 turn, which means after that, he's in a lot of trouble with this Prince Charmless. All right, so let's do it. Okay, you guys are on your own. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? Remove negative status effects applies generation. Okay, and now you're doing Mega Taunt. That actually worked out pretty well because it gave him the opportunity to do that. There's a lot of them there. There's a whole lot of them there. I have the feeling that you're not configured well. I'm going to have to go back and look at that because I have no idea what just happened. How did he kill himself? Oh, that's right. He has a damage mirror up. Boy, that was a stupid frog, wasn't it? All right, let's see. Heavy thunder damage. All right. All right, what? Oh, Star Deluge. Applies Sunburn, Burn, Ignite. Oh, yeah, have fun with that, guys. And then he's dead. All right, let's see. Okay, you no longer have any protection. That's not good. All right, so you really can't do anything. I'm guessing he's coming after you now. Oh, you went and did that. Oh, that's right. You can do that. That's not fun. Water damage all enemies. Immune to possession. Okay, we'll just do this. All right, let's see. Crusher. I really need to get you stunned, if possible. Oh, that didn't work. That's not good. Oh. Hiding again. It's what he does. Go on, kill my friends. Go on. Oh, wow, he's got that up there still, right? Regeneration? Sounds like a plan. I like that little dance he does. Oh, and... Actually, I'm going to charge. Uh-oh. Okay, what was that? I don't even know what you were trying to do there. Hold on a second. Shredder Gripper. Boom on the head. Okay, you just don't want anything, do you? Alright, all he's got now is these, and he's about to lose his, yeah, that one right there. And he's going to charge again. Alright, what do you got, Dark Breed? Curse! Have some curse. Don't resist. Excellent. And he's going into hiding again. Yeah, he really likes that. You see the dance he does? Ultra shot. Boom, you're dead. Okay, they did that. See, that's interesting there because you had Lurch there who couldn't do Mega Taunt right out of his trait, and they got stunned. But since he was in hiding, and then he says, remove negative status effects, and then he got to do it then, just before. So he actually got to go Mega Taunt. Alright, so that was an interesting experiment on our new friend. We have 3 more, of course. Yeah, I'd rather have those right now than the other ones. Ow, this is ugly. Alright, well, why don't we grab the next team, and then hopefully we can find a good match here. A good match does not include Myrak. Ooh, that does not include Myrak. Alright, so our second team today was suggested by Nyanya. I think that's the way it is. N-Y-A-N-Y-A. I think that's the little cat sound. And in addition to our friend Lorand over here, we have... Oh, can't do that one. Nope, can't. Actually, that is the one I wanted to do because I wanted Spirit. And there's only one person I go looking for when I want Spirit. And that is... Dave. Alright, next we have... In Fire, and I'm going to be going down a bit for this one. Is he 105? He might be 105. I don't remember. It's so long. I guess not. He's there somewhere. Where is... There he is! Flamey. So, but this is interesting. No, absolutely no. Let's just see if we can find something better here. Alright, up the middle. No, absolutely, obviously no. I was about to say, if those were actually higher level, then no, but actually Rajul is there. Eek. What about this team over here on the left? They're pretty high level. I'm asking for trouble, but you know what? I'm going to ask for trouble. It is definitely a strong team, right? And I do believe, yeah, he's definitely going first. Oh, that's actually close, though. That was close, but... Oh, you're getting some good support from Dave there. Never mind. All right, let's see what this does. Oh, he gave us stamina. Thanks, Dave. All right. He goes into hiding. Okay, almost an opportunity for resurrection there. So why don't we just take all that off? And then, oh, you got your cooldowns activated, did you? Oh, that's ugly. Oh, they're going... Oh, single target. Right. All right, and let me think. Oof. Yeah, he's only got the resurrections now. And now he's not... now he's in trouble. Okay, guess what? It's time. It's time for resurrections here, right? Back to life. Okay. Wait a minute, Dave was up next. Oh, maybe he was stunned? Wait a minute. Oh, he was recently stunned. Okay, gotcha. Oh man, am I going to use that on my own guys? Eek. Could you please do that one? Okay, he charged. That's not good. Now he can do this one. All right. Oh, they resisted a lot of those, didn't they? All right, Death's Door. He's got that shield. Applies evasion to itself. Yeah, okay. Oh, he's possessed. Now he can do it. Yeah. Wait a minute. Yes. I gotta get that shield down. Okay, what do you got? This is your first chance here, isn't it? I gotta do something about this. Gains double damage. Heavy damage. See, those shields are very inappropriate here. And also, oh, you know what? He's taunting though in the front. There's nothing I can do about that. And he's immune to stun, so... Alright, it's nothing else, not much I can do. Okay, what are you doing? You did nothing. Alright. You are going into hiding. I don't see any way for them to win this, by the way. And he's dying quickly, so this. Okay, will you stop that? That is very annoying. Activate cooldowns on one individual. Is he still taunting? No, he's not. I mean, the thing about it is that blowing Death's Door at the moment is kind of useless. I really need to get rid of the fatigue. Because the thing about it is that if I kill somebody, he's just going to res them. Yeah, you can't do much anything here. Not unless somebody dies. And I think that's going to be happening really soon. Including you. Will he live? Okay, he got his regeneration. Oh, and he got his cooldowns activated. So this is pretty much over now. Yep, this is over. Alright, yep, not much I can do about this. Oh, will you stop with the shields? Yeah, it's over as soon as his turn comes up. Yep, there he goes. All right, it was a good fight. It's a good fight. It's just that the combination here was just kind of ugly here. The fatigue would be in the background waiting to resurrect somebody, and you have this guy with the shields in the front, which is really annoying. All right, so that was good, though. That was good. Let's go with our third team for Loran. Our third team today was suggested by Dustin P. He gave me 3 teams. I saw this one, and it is a little bit of an upgrade here. Oh, wait a minute. Was I doing something I shouldn't have done? Here, hold on a second. Wait. Back up. That one. I think I had accidentally clicked on the other one. All right, let's begin. Let's start with over in darkness, and this is going to be Harvey. Next, we're staying in darkness, and we're going down to get Dunra. So this is a little bit more interesting. Obviously, I'm going to have to pick a stronger team. It's going to have mythics in it. Yeah, this team over here is not going to do the job. What about up the middle? I mean, he buffs damage, I believe, doesn't he? Let's go. What do they got? Him in the front, not very much. All right, you know what? We got it, so let's do it. All right, and he hides. Well, I have a resurrection to call for already, don't I? All right, that didn't take very long. All right. Okay, that was nice. All right, obviously we're going to do this. Yeah, I need to do that one. And she's dying really quickly. Let's see. That's not going to do much. Total blind and nightmares. Who's coming up? That could kill the guy in the front. To one enemy. Like I said, that kills him in the front. Nightmares and total damage reduction. You know what? Why don't we do that, assuming it's not resisted? Which, basically it was... Oh, was he blind? Okay, then... I don't know what happened then. Nobody got it. Was it a temporary blindness? I have no idea. Alright, we'll do this. And he's dead again. Or she's dead again. It's a too bad I don't have that one. Alright, well, why don't we just do this? And then he gets an extra turn. And... Well, you know what? I guess I should have killed you in the first place, right? Oh, that's right. You're taunting. Okay, it is what it is. I'm not really sure what happened with that one skill. Did he have total blind on for one round or something? Because he, like, missed everybody. So, yeah, I don't know. All right, let's go with the fourth and final team for today. And the fourth and final team, this is actually something I wanted to do because there's a character that I wanted in here who I think would work very good with Loran. And apparently a lot of people thought the same thing. In this case, this team was suggested by Pro Gamer God X, Counting, and the I is actually a 1, and Con 217. It took a lot of restraint not to scream Con. All right, so obviously we have Loran. Secondly, we have, over in Fire, we have Eric. And then finally, the individual who I think works very well, and again, a lot of people, I'm guessing, agreed, and that was Lance. Why? Because, you know, if he dies and you resurrect him with the 1%, right, he can do his combo. I'm assuming he gets his stamina back. He can do his full combo and end with evading. So he can end up coming back and immediately doing a lot of damage and end with evading. So that's the reason I think that's kind of good for him. I don't think any of these teams... I mean, if the Montezuma went first, he would mess us up, but I don't want to deal with another Reser right now. All right, what do we got? Ooh. See, the problem with the one on the right is that there's no way I would be faster than the moon haze. There's only one mythic up the middle, and I don't think that that's fair. All right, let's see. Ooh. Team on the right, a lot of damage over there. All right, I don't really see anything else that qualifies. Well, this does mean that Loran is going to be able to go into his little hiding place. So let's do that. Oh, of course, we do have speed, but we have lots of support speed, right? All right. Oh, that's a big problem. Are they all going first? Because they all have, like, enormous support. Okay, no, actually, well, Nor is going first. Nor might very well just kill Loran. If that happens, well, then obviously it's all over. Well, actually, that's not true, because you're going to be doing single target attacks, so that's going to go to Eric. All right. Unless, of course, you do that one, right? Okay, so obviously now he really is going to his special place. Okay, that was kind of ugly. Let's see, what do we have here? A whole lot of damage, perhaps? Okay, looks like we may need a res over here real soon. Yep! Okay, so we need a res. Alright, let's see. How to kill your dragon. Excuse me, up there. You wouldn't happen to be a dragon? You were a dragon! Okay, I just thought I would ask. I wouldn't want to be rude. You in the front. You are a pain! Okay, and, well, a little bit of righteous evil, even though there's only going to be one of you left. Eric, could you just come back for a minute? Thank you. Really appreciate that. All right, let's see here. A little bit of healing for everybody. Take all that nasty stuff off there, too. Okay, you got a problem down there, don't you? Yes, you do. By the way, a little bit of payback. Alright, that worked out a lot better. Not so great for Eric, after all. He has this terrible memory of dying. Alright, so that was kind of interesting. I think that worked out kind of cool. I don't know, in the future, should I just declare like a new individual and you have to use this guy? What'd you guys think of that? Let me know. And we're done here. Alright, so we have the Liberation Maze, it's going away. We have a 72-hour challenge. We have, of course, a sale going on for water legendaries in there. And we have the Moon Haze breeding event. So tomorrow we'll have the El Colossal breeding event for the element of water. You know the way it works. You breed guys together and hope for a combination. Basically, for the most of us, we're going to let the big guys actually find all the combinations for us. Remember, if there's a combination, it's only a 50% chance. But if you get a fail, the individual that you get as a fail, it's only 2 hours to get rid of it. And that's assuming you don't have your temple going there, right? But do remember, they're doing this breeding event for quote-unquote Vanos starting on Friday. So something you might want to keep in mind, because I have a feeling that this is something that we probably want to pay more attention to than, getting more rares. Because, legendaries, you can make them 130, but I think they're the new rares. See, they were the new epics, but now they're the new rares. So how much do you really want to blow on that? Considering we may have the opportunity to go for 2 Cosmic Mythics this weekend. One of which, of course, is the Marathon. And I would strongly suggest that even if you do participate tomorrow, leave some way open of supporting your team. And in terms of supporting your team, check in and check to see if they need help. It's a very good thing to do for your team. Otherwise, you may find yourself without a team, especially in our case. And then, of course, Friday, we have the Cosmic Era. I guess we're going to find out the true details of the way things are going to be going from this point on. There's obviously going to be a major update to the app. You know, if you don't update your app, you're probably not going to see any of this because this is all going to be major new stuff added. So if you just start up Friday morning and say, I don't see any of this, well, maybe there's an update waiting for you. And with that, with big, massive updates, yeah, count on bugs, because that usually does happen. Anyway, thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games, because games are fun. See ya.